Hello and welcome once again to an episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. Bessarabia is ours as Romania. We're in the middle of really kicking some Russian butt and getting back, well, we've gotten a little bit back, bit more back now than just Bessarabia. The United States entered the war in the last video, I think it was the last video, and they have landed in Calais, which is pretty reasonably historically. I mean, it's not... there was a time when the Americans faked German intelligence into thinking they were going to invade Calais. So in this case, they've actually done that. That looks really fucking worrying, actually. Excuse my French. But we don't really care about that. We're going to knock Russia out of the war right now. That's our goal. We got low manpower, but I'm not that worried about it. We seem to be refilling as we get some Eastern European conscripts. The war down here... What are we doing? I forgot where we were down here with Mr. Common Face, because this guy's portrait just appears in like everybody's armies. We're doing all right. We're trying to. I remember we're trying to spearhead to here to knock out these ports and remove the supplies from this section of Allied forces. I don't know why we're at war with Ireland when Ireland is fascist and Ireland isn't even supposed to join the war in the first place. But what are we gonna do? I reckon we got an alright chance down here, but this war here is going to get... That's a lot of Americans, man. I say this isn't American, but America's really annoying sometimes. Well, let's get going. I mean, I'm probably going to aim to micromanage this a little bit. So what have we got going on here? What were we doing before? Yeah, you. Sweep through. No, sweep through there. Yeah, sweep through that. And you all, I'm pretty wounded, but you can attack through there. I've got those troops. If the Spanish and Italians, look at them, they should attack. I mean, they're pretty low. Man, this is. It'll all be fine if we can knock. That's a good question as to whether or not I should pull back this dude's army from the Russian front and try and stop the Americans here. Does Germany... What does Germany really have to stop them? Just Italy. Why are you so incompetent with the fleets always in the ports? You know they can do things, fleets. I don't understand the AI and its use of fleets. What does Germany really have to stop this reasonably solid US? 2 there, 3... they'll be alright, I'm not going to panic yet. They're reassigning stuff. It'll be alright. The weird thing about the war with the United States is that you end up fighting the war with the United States on about every front conceivable, which I guess is historically accurate. I mean, that must have been how it felt, the American troops suddenly popping up on every corner of the globe. I guess. Though it feels like the AI nations in this, when they fight against you, they don't kind of have their own selfish motivations, it's just kind of a group think. America's now part of the Allies, so America will just be more troops for the Allies, whatever that is. All right. Oh, okay. This is doing well. I need to slow down. I'm going too quickly. Okay. You. Can we spearhead to there? No, actually spearhead to there. Knock them out. You spearhead to there. Cut them off. This is really risky. Am I thinking this through properly? Alright, no, you go there. And you go there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should really focus on North Africa. I mean, I'd love to micromanage this front, but I'm not going to kid myself. There's no way that I'm going to contribute to this. Look at this clusterfuck. I mean, people are dying. This is why, in the old kind of, 19... Actually, you guys aren't needed here. How do you want to go to the African front? Let's do that. I mean, there's not enough supply on the Russian front anyways. So yeah. Logistics companies. Right now we're just researching things that we'll never use. But let's keep going. I've decided kind of more, well, not entirely ad hoc, that our goal for this war is just to knock Russia out. I don't know whether I'm going to play to 1948 and try and contend with the Americans. I tend to find the game grinds to a kind of not so fun halt by a certain date. So we'll see. As long as Russia, and we've been very lucky in the sense that we're in a separate war with Russia, as long as Russia's knocked out, I count it a win. I think that's one of the... Whoa, we're losing there. Don't go. I think that's one of the nicer things about Hearts of Iron, in comparison to games like Europa Universalis, is that Hearts of Iron feels like you can kind of set your own goals. I know you can do that too in Europa Universalis, but it doesn't feel the same. Oh, crap. Are we... That's a lot of troops here. You... No. Oh, they're falling back. Damn it. Okay, Americans have good troops. They got a lot of them in here. Alright, well, we're sifting in those 4 divisions. Where was I? I was saying, yeah, I like how Hearts of Iron, sometimes you just feel like you can set a particular military objective for your campaign, and it's kind of up to you to roleplay it and think about what you wanted to get out of playing through the campaign. That's good. I like that. That's how the original game felt to me, and it's how Paradox games in general used to feel to me. You're going to want to stop being so aggressive. Let's just hold the line we've got now. Yeah, we're not going to be able to counter this. There's a lot of American troops in here, and this is going to turn into a... Yeah, let's withdraw. It was a nice Battle of the Bulge style idea, but now we're just risking getting our whole troops surrounded by the U.S. pushing through there, knocking out these weaker Italian and Turkish forces, and then we get surrounded and die. Yeah. It was a good idea on my part, to be fair. But it's turning into our Battle of the Bulge, which is not what we want to do. Yeah, this might not have been strategically sound. Because these troops are trying to pull back, but they're not going to get back far enough before these guys lose out here, and then we're just absolutely screwed. Where are these other troops that I sent? Oh, it's going to take them ages to get there. Oh, they're coming in. Oh, this is going to be real bad. I guess the one advantage is if we got time to fall back. Do we? Yeah. As long as they don't push through there, but that unit there is real weak. Oh, this could turn so rough so quickly. Nope, no, I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to do is tell all these guys to cancel all orders, and we're going to have a fallback line. Fallback line is here. Wait, no, it's not quite right. Fallback line is here. That's the fallback line. Everybody's got to get there now. Are these guys even moving there? Yeah, they are. Good. Okay. We'll hold on. Oh, this is going to change in our favor, though, when the Japanese get to North Africa. This is what I mean. Like, the Japanese, you would think, like, in World War II, countries kind of selfishly prioritized their own fronts, at least as far as I understand it. You know, the Americans were more interested in beating the Japanese, by and large. I mean, America helped out in Europe, but the brunt of the American military effort was against the Japanese. Why? Because Pearl Harbor. Whereas in this game, it feels kind of like... Wait, do we have an airfield to use it here? No, we don't. We don't have an airfield in the next province. Ah, well, that's fine. We need to capture one. Whereas, holy crap, this is a risky strategy. Oh, Germany, you're going to get surrounded. The drive to Arkhangelsk is turning into a super risky drive. How close are we to getting Russia? What was I saying? I'm losing trains of thought today. Romanian Yugoslavian war. Wait, no, that's the war with the West. It's the war with the East. Russia's gonna get knocked out the war soon. I think judging from that, if Archangel falls, it's over. So, probably pretty close to being able to reassign a lot of troops over here. How bad is this going? They're held up here. They're not attacking yet, but they're reinforcing hugely. What's the difference between those two? Okay, that's weird. There's two types of Irish troop there. Cancel boost popularity. I don't need my help anymore with that. Okay, these guys are falling back to the fallback line. That might have been too cowardly, but it just would have been strange to lose that many troops. If I'd thrown everything straight through this corridor, we might have made it to the sea. And I think we have control of the sea here. No, I guess we don't, because the Italians don't use their military force for anything but to sit in their ports. I mean, I don't know whether the Italian Navy can take on the Americans. I'm assuming it can't, but still. What to do? I mean, this is becoming rather uninteresting on the research front and the focus front because, well, we're nearing, I think, the end of this campaign. Whoa, whoa, what a weird little pocket there with no troop. Well, one troop in it. Good job, generals. But it looks like, and I love this. This is, I think the AI has gotten much better, and maybe it's just me, maybe it's anecdotal, but it feels like the AI has gotten a lot better lately. And now this guy's gonna, this front line here is becoming more viable. We can wait for them to push in. They'll get undersupplied, and then we can push back. What are you doing? Oh, I know you're doing what you should be doing. This spearhead, though, is anxiety-inducing. These Italian troops here are just 64% attrition. Good goddamn! Don't fight a war in the middle of the Sahara. We are going to get so much land out of this war. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Motorized. Why are we making motorized now? Let's cancel you. I don't... Can I swap? Because that's filled. Let's swap this to motorized. Oh, you can't just swap that way. That'd be very convenient if you could just swap. Surplus. Needed rubber. Rubber's always a problem for the Axis. You think it would be oil, but the war generally goes pretty well in North Africa. Even when I played the British, I found the war not too easy to conduct. Okay. This is, oh, it's just too juicy, though. You got these nice divisions here. Why can't we spearhead through and just cut them off? I gotta do it. I gotta do it. You, attack through there. You attack to there to kind of hold the place open, and the rest of you fill in there. Yeah, that's too good an opportunity for an encirclement. I mean, it's not a good encirclement because these guys, I mean, there's so many ports along this bit of the African coast. Unlike when you get in here in the mainland, as far as I see it, the country fighting on the coast has a natural disadvantage. The side which is fighting inland has a natural disadvantage to the side fighting on the coast supply-wise, which makes a huge difference in this game. The more I played, I noticed that, and it's really kind of weird because supplies make such a huge difference to how the game goes for you, and yet there's very little control over them. It's not like I remember playing Hearts of Iron 3 back in the day, and you need to micromanage logistics and stuff where, you know, a decent supply line was GG sometimes if you cut your opponent off. Whereas now, supplies matter, but it seems like you rely on the AI for an awful lot in this game. Not that I'm complaining. As fun as Hearts of Iron 4 was, to micromanage the war against France for about 10 hours just at the beginning of the campaign could get pretty damn laborious. If memory serves, that's how it was. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. We're just we're steamrolling through here at this point. And oh, are we gonna? We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. So why hasn't Russia surrendered? They've got to be. It controls 20% of victory points when it has 20% or less. Sorry, 10%. 20%, and we'll capitulate when it's 10 or less. Okay. This is going to take a bit longer then. Where are Russia's other victory points? Can the Japanese capture one? What? Oh, yes, they can capture these and knock them out the war. They're going to do that eventually. Russia's actually got a lot of an abnormal amount of troops on this front. Probably because they're in a war with the British. I'm going to leave this as, I think, maybe a little bit shorter than average video. But having some problems merging my videos lately. And I record with shadow play, so things get a bit messy. I'm going to cut this video here just to avoid any problems with encoding. If you have enjoyed watching this Let's Play, we're finally kicking some serious butt. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and comment and all that good jazz.